Well, hi everybody, and welcome to Prep Sports Night Live. I'm Rich Estrella, brought to you by Prep Sports America and LA36. We're happy you joined us tonight for our inaugural edition of Prep Sports Night Live. Bob, let's talk real quick about all the league changes this year.
Yeah.
You know, in Orange County, every league flipped except one. Yours.
The Trinity League.
The Trinity League. So
nobody wants the Trinity. The Trinity League did lose a team. That's on the girls' side. Rosary High School did leave the Trinity League, but that's only in girls' sports. It's a girls-only school. So, but other than that, on the boys' side, everybody's the same. Nobody wants to go into the Trinity League. Nobody's saying, "Hey, we want to go play Trinity League teams," right?
yeah, everybody does, right?
They're all lining up, right?
They want homecoming. That's the homecoming
Yeah,
league.
that's the homecoming game. Hey, don't forget. We'll tell you, the Trinity League has only lost one football game. The entire league has only lost one football game this whole season. So
they're pretty good.
Teams doing pretty good so far.
Now, right now, Bob, there are 3 teams in the top 10 in the nation, and they're all in the Trinity League. All right? I mean, what's that say?
It tells you it's a pretty darn good league. There's so much good football there.
And, of course, last Friday, number 1 versus number 2, Mater Dei, played Bishop Gorman, and they defeat them 31-15. Great ball game. You can see all the highlights on Prep Sports America on YouTube if you want to check it out, but very good game, and these are the elite athletes. Bob, the reason they won that game is because Mater Dei's offensive line is humongous.
Yeah, they are.
They overpower people.
Well, you'll talk to coaches and you'll say, hey, we want to win the lines, right? We want one of those battles in the trenches. If you can win those battles, then you're going to win a lot of football games, and Mater Dei's going to win a lot of football games, if not all of them this season, because of those lines on both sides. They're so big and they're so powerful.
Now, Gorman was defending national champion, and they came in, and man, I kind of felt a little bad for him because they were definitely outsized. I talked with Coach afterward. He says, Mater Dei is just, they're the big boys right now. They just are, and Coach over at Bishop Gorman, he's been there as the head coach since 2020. I believe he was an assistant back as far as 2016,
right.
And he remembers them from 2017 and says nothing's changed.
Well, it's already shaping up as the year of defense, right? Mater Dei's defense stepping up, Bosco's defense stepping up, Jay Serra's defense is stepping up.
Yes, they are.
Santa Margarita. Okay, we got to talk about Santa Margarita really quick. They shut out Corona Centennial for 3 quarters. How does that happen?
Well, because
for 3 quarters they shut out a Centennial team. It's unheard of.
In the interest of fairness, their recruit going Texas Tech quarterback Longstreet has not played.
Right.
That's a big deal.
But come on, that's
Nobody
still
else
Centennial.
has taken a snap in 3 years.
That is still a Matt Logan coach team. That is still a Centennial team who regularly runs 50, 60 points up.
Their backup quarterback's pretty good. He's pretty good. Yeah.
So that tells you how good Santa Margarita is going to be this year.
No.
They're the only team. They're the only Trinity team that's lost again. They lost to Mission Viejo in opening week.
Orange Lutherans going to be a force to be reckoned with, so to say. Everybody.
Servite's undefeated. I mean, it's a crazy league, but what I like about the football season so far is there's so many teams where you look, not just in the Trinity, but up and down every league, and you go, they're good.
Yep,
they're good.
They're good.
That team's good. So many good teams. So I think the competition is going to be there all season long. This team behind us, Beckman,
They never tips his hand.
No,
but he's a great guy to talk to. And he never backs away or does not answer a question. He will answer it. How dumb as it is, or how good as it is, maybe something he doesn't want to talk about. Maybe it's about his team, about a certain play they're running or something like that. He'll tell you all about it. Same guy.
He's such a good football coach, right? Yeah. He lost out on the job the last time it was open. He didn't lose out on it this time. They made the right choice. They got Raul Lara in there, and he's going to kill it in there.
He's the only guy for that job, Bob. When you got a program like that, Rawlinson was there for 60 years because he played there. All right. His team won the first CIF champions were Mater Dei back in 63. Bob, let's go ahead real quick.
Yeah.
Some of the sponsors we have: Suzuki, of course, Motorsports. One of our sponsors this year. We're so happy to have those guys. They do a good job with us.
Let's talk about them. Suzuki.
Let's go to John Conti.
All right, John's got them.
We love them, Suzuki. We love them so much. The Water Heater Warehouse in the house. Your emergency is their priority. Check them out at thewaterheaterwarehouse.com. And you could probably get your water heater from Rheem. They probably supply the Water Heater Warehouse. Check out Rheem. They are the new degree of comfort. And Lighthouse Escrow, where white glove service is the way they do business, serving realtors throughout California. And Coastal Capital Funding Group, you're almost home. Visit them at gocoastalcapital.com. And Sabrina of the Water Heater Warehouse. So just waiting for our camera to come on, guys, and we'll get right to it. Are we on? All right, so I'm hanging out. First of all, I want to thank you guys very much for being a sponsor of Prep Sports Media. I mean, you can see this place is packed. What does this mean to you to come out to an event that is this crowded with kids?
Well, we love the kids. We're out here supporting our community, and we're happy to give back with the kids. So God bless them all. Have a great season.
And Chris, thank you so much for being. You're going to be giving us like a tip of the week for water heaters. And of course, you got to get your water heaters checked. We know that. Any tips you can give to our fans out there?
Yeah, absolutely. So the tip of the week is going to be making sure you flush your water heater annually, making sure that you get all that sediment buildup outside of the tank, and actually the making sure you get all that scale out of the tankless water heater to making sure that you increase the longevity of that water heater. So get that done annually for sure.
Awesome. Well, Chris, thank you very much. Thank you to Chris and Sabrina of the Water Heater Warehouse. Check them out, waterheaterwarehouse.com. Please support them because they support us. All right, let's go to Rich Estrella and Coach G on the desk. Again, it's Patriots Day. It's 9/11, and the Patriots are 3-0, and they're in the house. Let's go to Rich and Coach Marcello.
Thanks a lot, John Conte. Really appreciate it. I'm sitting here with Coach Giuliano, the head coach over at Beckman. The Beckman Patriots, as John Conte just said. It is 9/11, and you guys are here as Patriots. Coach, congratulations so far on the season you've had. You guys are doing really well right now.
I went Canyon last week, and then they were really good about moving the game somewhat later so that we were much cooler at kickoff. So it was just a team thing, and I know my son plays at a different high school, and same thing. Their training staff was great, and they moved the practices, and they didn't really have to miss out on anything.
Yeah, that's great to hear because it was really brutal, and again, a lot of people, they were canceling practices and working out in the gym, Coach.
Yeah, exactly.
Walking through plays, throwing the ball around a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we had to do like a lot less of that. What I was telling you, before we came on is I think this team has done a really good job with the mental part of the game. They feel real comfortable in tight situations. So, we've had close games. We've had some third and a millions. We've had some goal line stands, and they know how to execute in that. So I think that those couple of things are maybe more important than what we are athletically. I think we're big and physical, and I know we got a couple of good running backs, and we got a guy who's slinging the ball, and our defense is playing well. But I think it's more like like complementary football.
Right.
We spread the ball around. We've got a lot of guys contributing, but I think it's more about the team element and the mental fortitude and the experience that is making this team what it is right now.
Now, you say you have an experienced team, so how long does it take to gel once you get started, Even though you had some of these kids a while, it does take time for everybody to get.
Weeks ago, we took that trip up the coast to Santa Barbara, and we got to stay at UCSB, and we had a couple of days of just unbelievable team bonding.
Yeah, that's what you need sometimes to win a title. A lot of coaches tell me, the reason they won the title this year is because this team was just close. Everybody really cared. They hang out on the weekends, and that's what you need sometimes. Put you over the top. Right now, who's John Conte standing? He's got a whole bunch of guys over there. Hey, John, who are we going to see first tonight?
Oh, man, we're going to see all three of these guys, Rich. I've got these three studs on offense. I'm hanging out with the quarterback, Noah. Next to me is CJ. He happens to be a four-year varsity player. And over here, I've got Noah, wide receiver. These guys are just having an amazing season. Let me start with you, Noah. First year at Beckman. How you liking things so far?
I'm loving it over here. The opportunity that was given to me, I'm definitely taking advantage. Yes, I am.
All right, Beckman's got one more year of you. We're excited about that. All right, CJ, let's talk about you. 4-year varsity player. What does this season mean to you being your last season?
It definitely means everything. It's the last year that we can play, and it's my last year of high school football, so it definitely has to be the one this year.
Absolutely. Well, hey, this team's got a great mix, and I'm going to ask you about that. You've got some young guys. You've got some older guys. What has been the difference to make you guys 3-0, Noah?
I think we just got a good family. A good group of people. We all want to win for each other, do the best we possibly can. I think that holds us together, and we really just try to ball out every Friday, do the best we can for everyone on the team.
Well, I love that. You guys, this is such a great program. We got Coach G over there coaching you guys up. We're looking forward to the game this Friday night. It's going to be televised. It's going to be Beckman versus Portola. I've got the offensive guys here. Back to you on the desk, Rich.
All right. Hey, Coach, talk about some of those kids John just briefly interviewed. Are they all seniors, and what kind of athletes are they?
Two of them are seniors. One is a junior. Starting with number 10, CJ Bertoni. He's one of our guys that's a 4-year varsity player. He started playing wide receiver as a freshman and played freshman football and some varsity football, and then moved up. He's been starting for us since he was a sophomore, and he's making an impact on both sides. In San Marcos for sure, and he did some learning. And then last week, man, he was super efficient. He was 13 of 16. Ran for a couple, passed for one. So he's really taken to the offense really well, even as a first-year guy.
Now, what about your new league you're playing in right now? It seems like they've kind of taken some of the joy out of being in a league, because at this point in time, as you've seen in the playoff pairings, it doesn't really matter where you finish, because you're going to be probably out of that league. I knew one league I think it was the Mid-Cities, where I don't think anybody was in the division. Everybody was in a different division, but they're in the same league. What was yours like this year, as far as the changes go? Because you're not in the same league as you were last year.
I think you put it right. Like, the football is good. I think that the new leagues are going to provide the parity that CIF is looking for, but it takes a lot of the joy out of it. So for us in particular, there are 6 high schools in Irvine. We all have really long histories and rivalries, and you have us, Northwood, and Irvine, who are all in different leagues. With none of the other traditional rivalries, and that's so it takes away something that is sort of like storied about high school football. It takes away something that the kids
look for. It's going to change your preseason, right? Don't you think? Trying to get those rivalry games, because those are good crowds.
And we could only get a couple, but it was too bad this year that we didn't get to play some of those other Irvine schools just because of the scheduling. So. I understand what CIF is doing. I think in the parity way, it's going to make a difference, but I think you're right. It takes out some of the magic of high school football.
Oh, yeah. The league races were everything, and, you wanted to at least get in the third if you could, because you get a playoff spot. Now it's kind of jumbled up. It's going to take some time, I think, for everybody to get used to it, because even us in the media, we still don't get it completely. We know why they did it. As you know, as well as anybody, the playoffs now, there's no blowouts, and that first round means something now. Before, it didn't mean too much. Usually the favorites won, and won pretty handily. The last 2 years, I didn't see any 70-0 first round games, and I think that's the big benefit come playoff time.
In the playoffs, I think that the system is terrific, in part because they're doing the divisioning at the end of the season, so you're kind of ranking the teams in real time, and you're right, the parity's great. The first round was great. We had a tight first round and second round last year, but I think that the league thing, because it's backwards looking and it's a 2-year deal, it doesn't do quite what the playoff situation does.
Right, yeah, absolutely. But like I said, we're going to have to get used to it, Coach. Right now, can you see who Bob has over there? The two players? That? You know who Bob has over there?
We got 2 more guys. Seniors again.
Okay.
We have on the taller of the two, MK Karpuk, and he's another kid who got forced into playing his freshman year. He played, he just got forced onto the field and played the last handful of games at center, and he's been starting for us ever since. This year he's playing both offensive line and defensive line. And then the other one is Miles Park, who we brought him up his freshman year. He had to play the last game against Northwood High School, and same deal. He's been starting for us ever since. He's a middle linebacker. He's spark plug, and he is the center of the defense, and we need his leadership and his tackling, his hitting. He's just he's your classic middle linebacker, and he's just had a phenomenal career, and he's off to a great start this year.
All right, let's hear from the athletes. Stand over with Bob Gibson.
All right, thank you, Rich. Appreciate that. MK Karpuhan, Miles Park, a couple of seniors here with us on the side stage. I'm gonna start with you, MK. You play both sides of the football, so the old adage is the offense kind of feeds off the defense feeds off the offense. Do you find that's true because you're both part of it? Do you find that both sides really compete against each other and feed off the energy from both sides?
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's both sides of the game is very important. I'd say if the offense isn't doing well, the defense comes and steps in. If the defense isn't good, the offense has to step in. The game just doesn't work without the other. It's just how it works around here. Yeah.
Is there one side of the line you like playing a little better than the other?
Offensive line, I say I like better a lot. It's just like I feel more leadership on the offensive side. I just out as a center, just very important.
Miles, you guys have been on the road so far to start the season, right? You finally get your home opener. I mean, how fun is that, right? Well, what's it like to be on the road and to get those 3 wins? I mean, that has to build a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm so grateful to like go on the road in the first place, but to get that the victory is like even better. And I don't know, I feel like defense, our confidence has just like grown more and more as we kind of stack those wins.
Is it fun though to think, hey, now we get to open up in our home stadium with our home fans?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I've been kind of waiting to finally play a home game and to get our like home crowd back, but yeah.
Do you guys have your identity now? Do you feel like 3 games in, you have the identity of what this team is?
I would say so for sure, yeah. We're definitely a 50-50 on offense, and on defense, we're just kind of bend, don't break, 100%, yeah.
And as seniors, obviously it's important to lead the program, to hand it down to the younger kids that are coming up?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like a big part of our team is to kind of guide and mentor the younger guys that are still learning the game, but also that have that raw talent that we're looking for.
How exciting for you to be this senior year, to have this undefeated start? You guys want to push through? I mean, there's big goals ahead, right?
We really want to like leave a legacy behind. We want to set an example of what Beckman football is for the future classes, and really show who we really are this year.
You guys know the history of this program a little bit, right? You know, there's the CIF championship, kind of back in the past a little bit, but maybe you guys would like to add to that?
Yeah.
So it's really cool for the kids. It's exciting for the school to finally get the home game. I think the game's going to be a great one. You know, have to be playing, 4 full quarters. But I also expect our team to play very well.
I have a feeling that your former league rivals you're going to be coming after everybody. I mean, they have to. They're going to be coming after each other simply because you're not playing anymore. It's not going to mean much. It's not in league. Now, are most of the teams you were with last time around before the leagues got jumbled up, are you still going to be in the same division?
Well,
any of your league mates?
Well, I mean, that's anyone's guess, right? I mean, because we're in leagues based on what happened the last 2 years.
Right.
But the leagues right now, I got to be honest, it doesn't look like in some of the leagues that there's a ton of parity. So I expect us to be in different divisions. That would be just amazing if we got that opportunity to play one of those Irvine schools in the playoffs, maybe even host a game, who knows. But that's looking pretty far ahead, but that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of neat, I mean, you have enough high schools in Irvine to have your own division, I think, so you may as well get it, And Portola Hills now, affected by the fires this week at all?
They thought they were going to be because they're significantly closer, but I've been in contact with Coach Abe, and as far as I have been able to find out from him, that they've been fine. They've been on the field, which I think is great. We've been in the situation where we've had practice weeks canceled, and then you're going to show up and play the game. I mean, shoot, years ago, we had the game canceled. So I'm really glad that obviously the fire authority has done a fantastic job over there, and we've gotten lucky with the weather and the shift in the wind. But I think they've been able to prepare, so I fully expect a good, well-coached game on both sides.
Yep, and just be glad it's not being canceled. I mean, with the heat, we talked a little bit about that, how you got through it and all that, but, schools were thinking about canceling games. And, I was going to go out and see Foothill the other day, and they said, I think that game's canceled. I thought, no, really? And what do you know? I mean, there's nowhere you can go really find out, especially at 6 o'clock in the evening when you're deciding where you're going that day. But, I'm glad things are working out. Right now they're getting ready for the contest. Coach, who did you select for the contest from your team today?
Well, I think we have some returning guys. I think we got 3 linemen, and they're looking to really dig in. We got MK at that goal, like Joey Chestnut, watch out.
Well, they could do it. So they're getting set up right now. We should cut over there and get a look at our contestants there, Larry. Let's get a cut and have a look. Oh, no, they're going to still stare at us, I guess. Anyways, how did you select these guys? You just asked them.
Oh, no,
any
they
volunteers?
self-selected. Yeah, I
Did they
told
really?
you,
Let the team
MK is the
do it.
returning champ, and he wants nothing more than to defend the title. So
Right.
He picked his competition. I think there might be some collusion on the gift card, but we'll see.
All right, Elwood, you set? Or is your...
Well,
Yeah, you're
I'm
set.
ready.
You're set.
I'm not set, but I'm ready to go.
Time to cut over there. We're done over here.
I want to thank y'all. Beckman. Is Beckman in the house? Is Beckman in the house? I don't hear. Okay. Hey, pay attention real fast. Pay attention. I need all you youngsters to pull out your cell phones. Pull out your cell phones, please. What's our meeting? Let's see. Please, get your cell phones. Facebook. I need all you guys to go to Prep Sports Media. Subscribe. I need all you guys to go to Prep Sports Media to subscribe. The chicken wings are on his way. My parents, thank you for your support. Thank you for your support for your kids. You guys do a great job. It takes a lot to do this. And Prep Sports Media, they do everything they can to put it on. You guys are ready? All right. I got the chicken wings are here. Now, guys, understanding the rules. You got 30 seconds. I need 30 seconds on the clock. When I say go, you got 2 pieces of chicken wings. The flavor is beautiful. The job and objective is to get closest to the gristle. Whoever can get close to the gristle wins $25 gift card. Okay, timer, I need 30 seconds on the clock. Give me 30 seconds. 30 seconds. All right, ready? Go! Oh, yeah. Get to the gristle. Use a varsity players. Y'all know how to eat that chicken. Get to the gristle. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 15 seconds. Oh, yeah. 15. 14. 13. 12. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Down. Put it in. Put it in. Don't cheat. Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying to win. I understand. So now, I need my cheerleaders. I need the captain. Cheerleader, give me one. Hurry up. No, don't cheat. No, yes, you can clean up. All right. Come on, Dad. Step on in here. Yes, sir. You closest, so you're going to be my judge. All you doing is seeing who got the chicken and who got to the gristle. All of it. What's your name, son? Okay. The winner. Say it again.
Abraham.
Abraham is the winner. Now, let's give it up to these other contestants. Tell them your name and your position.
Evan, O-line, D-line.
Here you go.
MK, center D tackle.
Last one in the champion.
Abraham, O-line, D-line.
Give it up for Beckman football. Give it up. Thank you very much. Back to you, Rich.
All right, thanks a lot, Elwood. Congratulations, guys. Willie, you were off, man. Your boy didn't win.
My center in the middle, MK. I was going with MK. Who won? Navarro or Vargas?
On the end over here.
Yeah, but all of them can eat. I'm just glad they didn't try to eat the whole bone and wing. Earthquakes. I think we're okay, right?
Battle tested. All right, Willie. Hey, nice to see you. I wanted you to
too,
drop
Rich.
by and say hi,
Yeah,
man. Anytime.
Yeah, it's fun. Thank you.
Anytime.
Thanks.
All right, Willie. Thank you, man. We'll be talking. All right, now we're going to have Coach Guerrero come on up right now from Norwalk High School, and he's going to have Ezra Miller with him. Ezra, I'm gonna. Yeah, we got another seat there. Go ahead and have a seat. Go ahead, Miller. You get in the middle. Or it doesn't matter. All right, we're here with Norwalk High School. Ezra, let's see. I'm going to move over just a little bit. Let's everybody scoot down. All right, this is a live show, and this is what happens.
I'm doing amazing tonight.
How's your leg doing?
Mate, it was a cramp. It was a cramp. I'm good. I'm good.
I was at the Norwalk Santa Fe game, just checking it out, seeing how the coach was doing, how big Coach Bateman at Santa Fe was doing, how the team was doing, and then Larry, you got that Ezra Miller play cleaned up. He's gonna. Here's Ezra running the ball, running all over the place like normal, and then he takes off on a 12-yard touchdown run. But you know the run was spectacular enough, but somehow you ended up doing the splits in the end zone.
Slippery foot, I guess.
Pick it up a little bit.
Slippery foot, I guess.
Yeah. And man,
we still scored though.
I have never seen a leg swell up like that. His calf was the size of I don't know, it's like a basketball, like a grapefruit. But anyways, one of your players came over and was telling you were telling him, hey, push down on the ankle. How much did that dude weigh? About 250, 270?
I'm not sure.
You're in a lot of pain. All right, here's Ezra. Now check this out. Now look at the calf on this dude. After he gets in, here's the splits. Now he's screaming. Look at his leg.
Oh, man.
Now, this is just the start of it. This went on for a half hour. Look at that calf. That thing's ready to just pop out of your skin. And now the trainer's involved. Now listen. Now look at Ezra. You're all worried about one of your linemen laying down in the end zone. Is he hurt?
Yeah, it was my Lemus. It was my teammate.
But man, I've never seen anything. I've seen guys cramp up before. I've never seen anybody that severe. And no pickle juice available anywhere. No mustard.
We got it right for the next game. I actually took a lot of mustard after the play, but yeah, Coach, definitely gotta do that over.
They got him the mustard after.
Yeah.
What were you thinking when you saw Ezra down there, though?
I was like, I hope he's all right. You know, I hope nothing serious has happened. So I ran over there, and he had a cramp in his leg. And I asked him, you know, hey, you made me run across the field for this?
Yeah, I heard that. It's on the tape. I think on the other. No, we had two spots.
He was good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But Ezra, you're having a good season right now. You're averaging like 180 yards a game, 175 yards a game over 3 games already. Last year you averaged like 180. You're 5 off your balance, man. You owe us 15 yards right now. 3 games. No, but you're having a good season. You do a lot of working out in the preseason and all that.
Every day. My coach got me up, get me every day, just consistently.
All right, man. Well, so far so good for you, Coach. Let's get Lemus. Come on up. Bring your boys with you. Bring everybody. Ezra, we're gonna say goodbye to you right now. But hey, congratulations so far on a good season, man. You're a lot of fun to watch.
Good job, kiddo.
We'll be back out there. All right, Coach. Lemus, come on. Where's
Lemus,
the
come
other
on
guys
over.
at? Man, you're supposed to bring them all over here so we can rip on everybody. Anyways, Anthony Lemus is joining us now, and if you haven't noticed, Anthony Lemus is as big as a building, man. He's actually the biggest kid I've ever seen walk on the Norwalk campus, and it's a motion. Anthony, congratulations so far on a good year.
Thank you.
Doing a lot of good things for your running backs.
Thank you.
You know? Larry, let's run some film on the long title. And we talked to you, and of course, Bobby in the background there. Here he is, and Papo's here. But anyways, this is a fun-loving bunch, man. These linemen are something else. Over. Here is look at Lee behind him. You run through first, everybody's out of your way, then they collect. And there's Bobby. Here's another play. Just the line play's just big. I mean, it's just amazing that, Norwalk's got guys this size. Normally, the school doesn't kind of get guys that big, and you guys are homegrown, but your line play is keeping you guys in place. So talk about your line right now and introduce your teammates.
We have our right side tight end, Diego Rueta. We have our right guard, Bobby Mosqueda. And then we have our fullback,
Papo.
It's just Papo.
Yeah. So you guys obviously get along real well. You guys are all hanging out, very complimentary. And let's run the other one now, Larry. The last one. I'm going to let this ride. I talked to you guys after the Santa Fe game. Here we go.
Talk about the game tonight.
Hey, excellent performance by our running backs. I gotta give a huge shout out to the rest of the line. We got Bobby, we got Baker. Hey, this man's the man. Same with him.
Big man doing big man stuff. We got Matinee Idol over here. That's what we're gonna call.
I got too bad Ezra's not here. I'd like to ask Ezra. So you guys go try to do a chest bump?
We were trying to do that, yeah.
Now you got off the ground, but how's that 6-inch vertical, bro?
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I know. Hey, man, you guys are doing good right now. What's the key to your line play right now? Well, I mean, that's the strength of your team as far as I see it.
Good communication with the team, good practices, just overall, do everything 100%.
All right, let's talk to your tight end now. These guys just laying around at practice, or what are they doing?
Nah, I think they give all of us a look. We have a good bond going on, so I think that's what pushes us. We're a good family on the field.
Papo. Now, I interviewed Papo at Media Day. Papo, come on over here, man. Nobody's going to kill you, man. I know. You're nursing an injury still. But Papo has a long name, and I asked him what his name was, and it was really long, and I made him spell it. Because, I mean, that's pretty cool, man. Papo, let's talk about, you play fullback and you play defensive end. Let's talk about your defensive unit, man. How's that line doing?
Man, I think we're doing pretty good. We're coming around. We got Bobby starting. And then we got Joel Espinoza. He's a good off the edge. And then you got me. I think we're just coming around.
You guys are all big, too. I mean, what's funny is when I look back at that tape after the interview, after the game, I mean, you don't look that big. And then I realized, this dude's like 6'3", 300 plus, and everybody's tall on your team. Everybody's pretty big on that line. So it's pretty funny to see because you're the biggest. You stand out more than anybody, obviously.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
So what's going on with you right now? You play it out, see what happens as far as you're going to go to school after? You're going to try to play ball?
I'm for sure going to play ball in college, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Wherever I go, I'm still going to play. So
that's good.
That's my passion. I'm just going to do what I do best. And
well, like I told you at the media day, somebody like you's got tools. You got the tools. Coach don't have those tools. I don't have those tools. Can't teach height, can't teach weight. You got all that. You get to the next level, you got a good shot at everything. You got a great shot. So just stay with it, man. All these guys do. Yeah, I'm just real impressed with your team, Coach.
Thanks. No, I appreciate it. And the real funny joke is, I'm working with these linemen, and every time I go out in that huddle to go scold them, I have to look up at them and point my finger up at them because they're so huge. But it's a great bunch. They work well together. They've been together a few years. They work hard, and they just like hanging around each other, and that's real special. It's real nice to see.
Coach, I talked with Coach G about the league changes and everything that's going on. How tough is that? Really not knowing your division. I mean, who's going to quiet man?
Rich, just thanks for Prep Sports. Thanks for having us again. It's been a great time. Rich, they keep coming out to the games. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you, Coach Guerrero. All right. We're going to go over to Elwood Brown, standing on the side stage. Elwood.
Thank you, Rich. Here I have Coach Al Galloway. He is the everything man at Beckman. Tell me, Coach, exactly what you do for the school.
I'm in charge of sports facilities and equipment, and every single sports team on campus have to come to me for 95% of the things that make their program successful.
Well, it sounds like you always busy and you never get a break. So I tell you something, what do you do on your off time?
On my off time, I like to go camping and out to the mountains and get away from the world.
Wow, beautiful. Tell me something. You've been at the school for at least 30, 35 years. What is your goal for the team this year?
Well, I've been at Beckman High School for 20 years since it opened up. Our goal this year is to win league, go deep into the playoffs, and if we win CIF, that's great. I just want to make sure the kids have a very successful and fun-filled time while they're playing football at Beckman High School.
Tell me something. You deal with all the programs, all the sports program. What is your busiest season?
My busiest season is football.
Continue to do what you do. I know the kids, they love you. They out there standing with you. Great job. And have
Gorman. Longstreet didn't play. He's got a foot injury of some kind. Got it maybe in practice, obviously. Did not play.
They didn't miss a beat. Mater Dei did not miss a beat.
Lara was the right guy for this job simply
Yes.
because Lara could come in the week before the game and get these guys ready to go. I mean, he really could.
Absolutely.
mean, he would disagree, but he is the only guy I think that could have come in and did what they've been doing.
Yes.
You know, he's really got the team going, and he came in late. He didn't get the job till what, June?
Exactly.
Late May?
Yes.
Something like that. You know, you miss spring ball, you miss a lot of stuff, but I'm just very impressed with the way he's got his team humming right now.
No doubt about it. I mean, I know it's a difficult job to kind of take over in late May, early June, but when you got them Jimmys and Joes, you got all the players, you know, that are committed to all these big D1s. It makes it a little bit easier to make the transition.
Well, I got to tell you, you know, watching the game last week, Mater Dei just plays balanced football.
Yes.
I mean, to do the video we did on Prep Sports America, I mean, that took a long time. You had to chart every play,
Correct.
see what was going on. And it was amazing because Mater Dei will come out, they'll run the ball with Davison.
Yes.
And then the next thing you know, Byerly's running on a keeper.
Absolutely.
You know, and then
he's a load.
Then he throws the ball out wide. He's got a ton of wideouts.
Ton of wideouts.
You know?
I mean, he's a really, really underrated athlete. You know, I had a chance to work with him at the Elite 11 camp this past summer, and he really impressed me with his athleticism.
Yeah.
And on top of him being able to throw the ball to all those talented wideouts, that's a great recipe.
Yeah, Mater Dei has not really skipped a beat. I'm not sure what the pulse was like out there in terms of Lara and his success, but there's no doubt that this is the right guy.
He's proven.
Just everything he's done has led him to this point, and now he's got the #1 coaching job in America.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's just amazing to see it and to see it red. And I was also impressed with the way Gorman traveled. Gorman filled up the entire visiting side at Eddie Westfield.
Hey.
The entire visiting side, they had it full.
I mean, you know, when you win so many state championships out there in Las Vegas or in big following, because they know they're going to see they're going to see good football.
Yeah.
You're going to see good football, a lot of great players. So, I mean, they really, they travel well all over the place.
Yep. I mean, the defending national champions. And,
yes.
and Coach Brett Browner, like we were talking earlier, I was telling Coach earlier, he's just a great coach. He's a good guy, young guy. He's about, probably early 40s, and he's got it down. He's got it down.
You know what? It takes a special person to step into Mater Dei, Bishop Gorman, with all the pressure that comes with it, with all the winning and the success that they've already had.
Right.
You really have to be even-tempered, because there's going to be some highs and lows. Going to be a lot of criticism, when you're not doing well, but when you're doing, when you're doing good, you have to still be even-tempered and not get too high.
Yep.
And both those coaches from Mater Dei and Gorman, they've handled, all the success and all the lows and the criticism very, very well.
I already know Coach Lara's demeanor, but I was very impressed with Brett Browner. I was on the Gorman sideline. Obviously, Mater Dei sideline's so packed.
Exactly.
But I wanted to get that. Okay, so you knock off two of the best teams in the country.
Yep.
A lot of people might just say, okay, we're good.
Yes.
We're good. But you know what? He's not good.
No.
And he knows it. Lara knows it. He's got every confidence in his team that they'll go through the Trinity League. But, he's a cautionary tale. You can't overlook anybody, especially in that Trinity League, because you got 3 teams right now in the Trinity League that are in the top 10. You guys never left the state of Florida. You have to go out and play teams in the top 10 if you want to be a winner. I think they did play Central, but that's in Florida. But they didn't play anybody out of Florida.
Correct.
You have to get out of your comfort zone. And Mater Dei and Bosco routinely do that, but I think they have to. They can't get competition out here.
Yeah, it's not too much competition out here out west, that can compete with them and, really get them ready for that Trinity League gauntlet that they have to face. So, they always have to go out of state, in Texas and Louisiana.
They do well, and they always make Southern California proud. So.
Absolutely.
I'm just wondering, and it's just me, wondering if this will be the year that the Monarchs
you can make those adjustments from quarter to quarter, series to series, and that might be the difference in the game.
I'm amazed at how much technology is at these games now with these coaches. I mean, everybody had an iPad in their hand, and they're drawing plays up, and they're doing all that cool, all right? So that's why I'm saving the identity. But somebody was returning a punt, right?
Okay.
And they ran it like 80 yards. Head fake, everybody buy it, and right around on his way to the end zone. He's at about the 10.
Okay.
And one of his teammates is running side by side in case some big stuff with Calhoun and Armed and Dangerous coming up.
Yes.
But right now we got to go out. Hey, I want to thank Coach G I want to thank Norwalk High for coming out tonight. Coach Guerrero, 2 Coach G's today, Guerrero and Giuliano, and all the athletes that came out and talked to us today. It's so great to be back, and football is alive and well.
Love it, love it.
All right, let's go out to the Beckman cheerleaders, I believe, and we're going to close the show. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.